Hey there, Vampire Logan here. We are here to play D&D 5th edition Shattered again, and I have DM Jesse here to start us off. So go ahead, Jess.
Hey, well, to sum up the where we left last week, you guys had defeated a couple of cultists at the bridge where the reinforcements were heading out, and Jules took off to find out where they went, and
Or where
he
they came
believes that
from.
they're where. No, you at the end you went for where they went. You followed them down to the coast,
Oh yeah, right.
and they are headed to the old lighthouse, which is on an island off the shore. And the remainder are up with the at the ridge where they fought one cultist and took another one captive. And
Oh
so
yeah.
we will begin today with the interrogation.
And we didn't go to a new day yet, so we're still on that day.
Still on, yep, day 3 for you guys.
So who's good at this interrogating stuff?
Well, I am, but I'm not there. I'm actually probably the best at it. I have a +7 to intimidation. But I'm not there.
Missed opportunity.
It doesn't have to be intimidating.
Perhaps we can persuade him to answer our questions nicely.
There you go.
Because they're nice, upstanding citizens, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pleasant cultists.
Just a little bit of evil.
No, but we could bribe them. We'll get the money back.
Yeah. I'll give
This
you
is
1,000 gold.
There's a thought,
And
yes.
maybe Celine should be doing the interrogation. No, she shouldn't. Literally no way in hell she should be doing that.
You guys can persuade. Smack my hammer on my head. I'll interrogate. If it doesn't work. And then we pay him off.
Yeah, I guess you could just intimidate with strength.
Well, what's the first question we ask him? I assume we're kind of talking to the side where he's not within earshot.
I presume
I'm we're not
holding him.
Yeah, I've got him.
Yeah, you kind of are. You guys are on the other side of the bridge, and Hep has them under the bridge there.
Oh, you guys are under the bridge?
Yes,
Yeah.
the cultists and
Yeah.
Hep are under.
You go
Okay,
on the
where's
map.
I
the
guess
map
we
is
should all
the-
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe should we all head over to them?
Is it the leader type guy that you guys captured?
Nope.
Nope. Leader left on the boat.
We have a peon.
Oh yeah, because I followed him. That's right.
These guys didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
And I guess you guys don't know about the lighthouse yet, so.
Nope.
So are you guys going to go down under the bridge?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey. Feel free to move your tokens down there.
Celine will come down, but she's going to stay a little further back.
Sounds good. Carl in the water. There we are.
Boom, 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 splish, splash.
I'm taking a bath.
So who's going to speak to our friendly neighborhood cultist?
Does he seem similar to like the ones we met before, that they kind of look unsure of their standing, or does he look more important?
He looks like one of them. He's pretty weak looking fellow. Not particularly imposing.
So
Scimitar wielding.
We may not necessarily need to be hard cases with him.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
You're probably just going to get the same information as the other guy had.
Yeah, but any information is good.
At least these ones might know about the boat. So.
Let's put his hand on a stump and pull out the sword and be ready to swing. You don't answer us, you're losing a limb.
No. He's like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Start with fingers.
Okay.
It'll last longer.
Oh, that's true. Can you hold his hand so there's just one finger on the stump? I promise to just get the one this time.
Sounds like we're going for intimidation.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I've never been very accurate with this hammer. Hitting one finger.
Okay.
It turns it into multiple.
Wait. Don't do it.
So, good sir, could you tell us exactly what you're doing here?
I'm just picking up some friends in my boat.
Yeah, I note a hint of possible dishonesty in your response. While I'm a perfectly nice fellow, my friend over here, however, responds to dishonesty in a very disturbing fashion. So you may wish to revise your response. Thank you.
Okay, now it's time for the roll. Let's,
I'll be your
You're
backup.
intimidating. Start intimidating.
Yep. Looking for the results. Let's see what happens here.
Right, I think I will place.
Technically, wouldn't it be Hanan that rolls too?
I'll be assisting him basically, so give him
That'd
advantage.
be yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. Okay. I got it. I we came from the lighthouse and we had to pick up some people who were here.
Okay. Anything more than that, good sir? You're on a good roll.
What do you
Hey,
want
look
to
at him.
know?
He's no longer scowling.
Mm.
What do you want to know?
Well, anything that you think might be important to our awareness of the situation at hand.
Is he wearing the same cultist stuff everybody else was wearing?
Mm-hmm.
So how about what cult are you guys part of? We're kind of annoyed that we didn't get invited.
I they don't tell us much. They just
You don't even know the name of the cult you're in?
it's got something to do with this, he says, and he points to the symbol on his that's on the gem, not the gem, but the metal clasp that holds the cloak, the robe together.
I want to examine it a little bit to get a better idea of what the symbol I'm looking for my research is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good.
Why would you sorry, this is so I'm not interrogating you, but why the fuck would you join a it's also not Celine's voice at all because I forgot it at the moment. Why the fuck would you join a cult if you don't know what it is?
Well, some of us were paid. Some of us were some of us, I think I can tell some of these guys are like true believers, but like some of us just kind of came on at the last
In
minute because
what?
they needed more people.
Can you name
Think that's
the people
wrong.
you think are true believers or possibly describe them? Are there distinguishing marks on them?
Well, I mean, some of us don't really uh aren't really distinguishable. That's at the lower levels, but the orcs, they're all paid. They don't. They're not. They don't. Man, I wouldn't work with them. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. The guy with the fancy robe that was here, I overheard someone call him Rancent. And I'm pretty sure he's one of the believers.
So rancid?
Rancid.
Rancent. Or
Okay,
A-N-C-E-N.
I intentionally
Oh,
mispronounced
okay.
the name. Rancid?
Yeah, it was something like
Was-
that.
Ugh, it's because his
I
vibes
heard-
are so rancid.
Okay.
he never told me his name. Like I overheard it. I overheard a couple of them talking. Actually, they didn't tell me any of this.
Who is the guy in the plate mail? What's his story? Didn't do much. Just sat there and looked heavy in a boat.
Oh, he it doesn't. Yeah, it's empty, but it follows orders. If I told it to attack, it would.
So does if any of them tell it to attack, it does?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you have to be wearing a cultist uniform for it to follow your orders?
No, but there's a code word.
What's
Good.
that?
What's the code word?
Code word. second. Let me look that up.
Yeah.
I literally
Random
can't
word.
get over this man joining a cult without even knowing what it is.
And
That was what the other guy did
would at least
too.
demand
Yeah.
like free beer.
That's so pathetic.
Well, the other guy liked power.
Is this a cult of Miller or a cult of Budweiser?
I just like, I'm sorry, but that's so pathetic. Like, you really need friends that badly? Join a club.
That is
Or-
kind of how cults work.
It is
Be
a
one of those crazy Northerners in that cult of
Like, get a,
Labatt.
get a fucking hobby. Like,
The word
sorry, the cult of what?
is stemming.
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 Deming is the password.
STEMMING.
Kind of like a lemming, but a D.
ST.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Stemming.
stemming. Okay.
Yep.
I'd hate for you to be wrong because I don't want to ask you this again tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry about me. I won't be anywhere near here tomorrow.
What was your name?
Gare. Gaire.
Airy?
Gare.
Gee.
The E is silent.
Listen up, Gary.
Yeah.
I don't know. If he was Elven, it would be Garre.
Gary.
Or French, it would be Gary. If it was Elven or French.
French Elven.
Is that like Dutch Irish?
Yeah. Yes, you see, I am French Elven. On my mother's side. Oh.
How many, since you came from the Lighthouse, how many people were over there?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, or 6. 5 or 6.
Before you came over? Or now?
No, after still that we left behind.
There was nobody there when you guys left? Oh, you left 5 there.
Yeah, 5 or 6 guys.
So now there'd be 11 guys or 12.
Yeah, in a few hours. Yeah. It'll take them a couple hours to get there.
And with what purpose were you at the lighthouse?
Man, I don't know. That was for the upstairs crew. There's like the reason I don't know exactly how many people there were is there's some people doing something weird on the top of the lighthouse tower. I
Is
didn't
there
get
any
to go up there.
magic or lights? Or anything?
You know what? They put out the light. They put out the fire, and I don't know. It was something to do. It was ritualistic, if you know what I mean.
I
And
see.
we stressed a good amount of time actually. Some of the guys were supposed to come by a couple days ago with a fire snake for us, and they didn't make it. So we asked for reinforcements.
How strange.
How strange.
I wonder what happened to them.
Yes, that's right. You guys encountered a couple of cultists with a fire snake at the
Oh yeah, that
Sure did.
the fishing
Lake.
trip.
abyss.
Right.
Yep.
We sure did.
Fire snake. What did the fire snake look like again?
It was a snake that did
Salamander,
heat
big
damage if you
salamander.
hit it, and
But like
attack
it was how
fire.
big? It was like a human size?
Yeah.
Okay. But it was just
That's
a
the
no
close our
legs,
answer
like
to that
just a
question.
snake.
Yeah, it was total animal, fiery, elemental animal.
But it was
I'm
like
obsessed
in
with
the
the answer to that
cage
question
in
being
the
a
cart,
snake.
right?
Yeah.
What was that, Celine?
Oh, go ahead.
Nothing, just obsessed with it being, just the answer being, what does it look like? A snake.
Reddish. Yep.
Why would you guys need a fire snake? Is
It
that
was
another
just-
weird thing you don't know?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it wasn't. It's not a complicated answer. It's just something to help defend us while the guys upstairs are doing the job.
So it is not
Is the lighthouse
required for the
wooden?
ritual?
No, the lighthouse is stone.
Okay, because
Oh,
I'm
is it?
like imagining it burns down.
Yeah, they're like, this is a big mistake.
Hey, guess what started the fire in town? Another fire snake. Maybe. Haha.
That was a mistake.
Oh, I hate you. Okay.
Celine,
Not
what was that
there.
again?
So it is not relevant to the success of your ritual?
I don't think so.
Do you know if there's any other sites around here that you guys are doing stuff at?
So here's what I know about that is that they deliberately didn't tell us what the sites were. If I wasn't here getting reinforcements from this bridge, I wouldn't have any idea at all about anything anyone else is doing.
Yes,
I
I
don't know
am
where
getting the
these guys
impression
came
that you know
from.
nothing.
Yeah, none of us do, unfortunately. I mean, they've been very, very particular with the information. That's
Except
all
for
I
maybe,
know.
except for maybe the guys on the boat.
Maybe they must know something because they met us here. But that's it. That's it. I swear.
Insight check.
Roll insight. Yeah.
Oh, can I do that
suspect
too?
someone is full of beef byproducts.
Okay, that didn't take long. Yeah, Acacius, he definitely knows something else, and he seems to be hiding.
Oh, I rolled shit.
He seems to be hiding something.
Yep, thinks he's
Well-
totally honest.
What was the sentence he said prior to?
He said, "That's all I know." He's like, "I don't know." Like, there was the bit about not knowing each of the units, not really knowing much about what the other ones were up to. But he just said, "That's all I know." Like,
So that's all I know that I
Yep.
care to repeat. I do suspect or get a hint of hesitance there, sir. What are you afraid of telling us?
it's not just you. I was pretty nervous even before you guys got here. I kind of nicked something.
You
Um,
stole something.
Yeah, I'll give it to you if you let me go.
What is it?
It's not much. It's not here. And he
It's
reaches
a
in his
diseased
robe.
rat. You can keep it.
He takes out a
He
thing.
becomes suspicious that he's going to attack.
I've pasted a link into the
Okay.
into the chat there,
Oh.
but it is it's a
Mayonnaise?
magic item. I took this. You're gonna let me go, right?
Yep.
What's in it?
So
Because Acacius doesn't recognize it, of course, so he's just kind of looking at this weird corked thing and is like, what is this?
Can I make an
multi-cork.
Arcana check?
Oh, it's
Yes,
got a
go
whole
ahead.
bunch of corks.
That's cool.
It looks like a portable hookah. They've
16.
taken the hoses out of it.
It's the size of
That's
my
all.
dog.
Yeah, you've heard of something like this. It's an alchemy jug. It's a magic item that can produce out of each of these corks produces a different thing. You pop the cork you want and pour it out into something, and it can create things from acid to poison to beer to honey, mayonnaise for some reason, oil, vinegar, fresh water,
I can't
salt,
stop laughing over
wine.
the fact that it apparently can produce mayonnaise. I don't
Like,
know
that
if
was
I
the
would count
first
that as
thing
a
I saw.
liquid.
Yeah,
I want
it's
a
Two
jug
funny.
of
gallons.
mayonnaise.
Why not
That one
yogurt
is like
or milk?
upset. Yeah,
Yep.
both of those would have been much preferable. Something about mayonnaise is deeply disturbing.
I
It's
find
You
it
can
oddly
produce
specific for
mayonnaise.
this
I find it
list.
odd
Yeah.
that mayonnaise is something that is created in a medieval setting. I
Oh,
feel like it
absolutely.
would
Mayonnaise
be.
is it's just oil and eggs. Dude, they had mayonnaise. They've had mayonnaise for ages.
Okay, but milk would
Yes.
be more. Would
I
definitely
think,
make more
milk
sense.
It
would have
should
made more
definitely be
sense.
milk,
Milk
and
would
it's
be
wild
seems
that it
like
isn't.
milk seems logical more than mayonnaise. Yeah, everything.
Especially
I guess
two,
poison is
Mayonnaise
also.
isn't liquidy. It's like
two
it's too
gallons.
thick.
2 gallons of
That's
Vinegar
so
sounds
mayonnaise.
much
like
mayonnaise too.
vinegar sounds
Actually,
like
I'm
a
kind
real
of
winner.
happy about the 4 gallons of beer.
Yeah.
That's a
Yep,
lot.
that's yep.
Ugh.
12 gallons of salt water though. Ironically.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna drink 12 gallons of salt water
No. That wouldn't work
again.
real well.
Again.
Again?
You only do that once, because then you die.
Fool me once,
That's something you can try while you're in a loop, though.
right?
Yeah, there
We
you
don't
go.
know what happens if we don't know what happens if we die though first.
All right,
None of us
buddy.
is ready to find out either.
I'll tell you what. We'll let you go.
Mm-hmm.
We just want your little cultist signia, and off you go. You don't want to be caught with that anyways.
Oh. Whew, yeah, you bet. Thanks, man. There's just one thing. Can I? And he looks. He's hesitant for a moment. Do you have any?
Yes.
Do you have any food?
I'll give them my
Yes.
rations. I think I have rations.
We have 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
There you go. You can eat that.
Oh god,
Wow.
that's disgusting
Now,
amount of mayonnaise.
now we know how they
That is
make
really bad.
rations taste better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'll give him like a couple of my rations.
Okay. He takes
Biscuits
them.
and
He's like,
mayonnaise.
thanks.
It's just a
Again,
little
like
bit of
we get
mayonnaise.
everything.
There's
That mayonnaise is upsetting me.
It kind of
There's-
looks like poutine, but not.
What? How?
Yeah, gravy would have been a
Nothing-
better one. I would totally
Nothing
take
about
gravy.
that looks like poutine.
I had gravy on the list. I'm making a custom item now that just does gravy instead of mayonnaise.
Yeah, mayonnaise is like
It's a
the
magic-
only
it's an
item there that doesn't
enchanted
like
gravy
occur
boat.
naturally. No, I guess beer doesn't occur naturally either.
It'll be
Yeah,
the
Or wine.
Or wine.
gravy
Yeah.
jug.
But I mean,
it only
I
does
feel like-
gravy.
Yeah, beer and wine
Also,
are a
I
lot
feel
more
like basic-
natural than
Oh, for sure. But also basic poison. What
Oh,
does that
like
mean?
the-
I have follow-up questions. What poison?
There's only like
What
one
is
poison,
that?
really, like the main poison.
Just the
Yeah,
basic poison.
I think this is going to be one that applies the poisoned condition to its victim, so which is disadvantage on everything.
I thought it did damage too.
No, that's
There's probably a DC
there's
associated
poison
with it.
damage. There's poison condition. They're slightly different.
No,
Oh, I mean,
I
we
mean,
can
I
look
thought
it up in the DMG. For
I
that
thought
matter,
basic
yeah.
poison did like a d6 of damage plus the poison condition.
Oh, it could be. Okay. If it comes up,
just
we
am-
will look it up. Or if somebody wants to look it up in advance, that'd be
Yeah,
great too.
I'm basically not here, so I'm looking it up.
Cool.
All right.
I'm just
Yeah. So
we give him
he
some
says
food?
he takes
Give
the
him food.
rations and he looks at them for a moment and he says like, I really appreciate this. One more thing that I overheard when Rancent was talking. I gather that they're looking for something called the Eye. I don't know why. But I think they want to keep it from anyone else.
Does that bring anything to mind when he says the eye?
Can I make a
No.
religion check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sweet.
Or an Arcana check.
No, not Arcana.
I'm better at religion.
Fine, be that
Does
way.
Rain know
19.
anything
Yeah,
about
you are.
the eye?
No,
Forgot about Rain.
Rain shrugs. You look over at him. He
Did we
shrugs.
even bring him?
I'm generally
Oh, I got a
decent at
19.
religion, just not
Yeah,
He
today.
didn't. Actually,
19
he
is
stayed
good.
behind.
The eye
Rain-
is. I mean, if this is the same thing that you've heard about, it was a gem. It was a valuable gem that was stolen. I think 15 years ago or so, and went missing 15 years ago.
A gem, like, is it like comet matter gem?
It is, but it's like it was always white. It was like not blue, or and it wasn't refined. It was just a big hunk that was in pretty good shape that people thought looked pretty and was valuable. No,
Yeah.
mystical value was ever associated to it.
Celine is going to push forward and grab him by the lapels and be like,
Hey, we had
"Do
a
they-
deal. We had a deal.
"Do they have the eye?"
I don't think so. I think they said they were they expected to find it. I don't know much about
Where?
that, but they didn't find it, and now they don't know where it is.
Where did they expect to find it?
I don't know. I don't know. It was not at the lighthouse. It was somewhere else.
All right. And she's just like, "Let's go."
He
And
does
starts
not
writing
take
in
his
her
time
book.
this time, and he starts stepping backwards, and he's gonna run off into the woods.
Go on, buddy.
And
She also starts writing in
as soon as he
her.
gets like 10 feet away, he turns and he just runs.
She starts writing in her
Where are
homemade
my little
Bible.
friends?
And off he goes.
All right. What else do we think we can possibly juice for information before the day resets?
What time is it now for them?
For them, it is. Reinforcements arrive. It's about 8 p.m.
Hmm.
How
Is
long
there
does it
something
take to
we
get
can
back?
do? Yeah.
The day resets at 11, which is about how long it would take you to get anywhere interesting anyway. So we can fast forward a bit here. Where would you guys go, or would you just hang out and watch the sky reset?
Go down to
Celine
the,
hasn't seen
the
that
coast.
yet, so she definitely wants to do
I would
that.
go down to the coast.
Sounds good. You guys walk down the river towards.
So I want to observe what's going on, there on the island or whatever before the reset.
Yep. So the island is quite like it's like quite a bit further east than where the river emerges. But you guys pop out there at about 11 o'clock or so, and once again.
And the oil refinery explodes, and then, sorry, the mayonnaise refinery explodes.
The mayonnaise refinery.
Mayonnaise.
Fucking
Yep.
Christ.
Okay. Yeah, so once again, you see the comet arcing across the sky, and just before 11 o'clock, it changes course and slams into the moon. And you feel, once again, let's see.
We wake up hungover.
Yeah, you feel your vision goes blurry, and you feel something pulling you in the stomach, and you are pulled back, and you awake. Um,
So it wasn't the seafood that did it this time. Something else is pulling my stomach.
It's both.
The mayonnaise.
Hey, Jess,
The
do we
mayonnaise.
know of anything in this world, like spelljammer type things, like ships that could fly to the moon?
no,
Okay.
no. Yeah. You awake
Selena's
in
like
the
shook by the
you
comet
awake
hitting
in
the
the dapper
moon.
drunk to the sounds of the celebration bell and Hella arguing with her husband downstairs. When you reach the common room, you see Hella wiping down the counter. A sullen dwarf stares into the fire, and a young girl shuffles cards over a small pile of gold pieces. Rain is waiting for you again.
Okay, actually, sorry,
We-
I didn't want to interrupt, but
Mm-hmm.
I did want to look out my window to see whether or not I'm facing the same side as the front door to see if I could see the barmaid's husband leave and what direction he heads.
Yes, yeah, you can see him out the entrance towards the road. Here, I'll pop you guys over to the town map. And you guys are at the number 1 in the top right. And so out in front, out the windows that you guys can see out of, you see the main road, and he pretty much immediately heads towards town. He's not running. He's walking quickly and with purpose, and you can tell he's a little pissed off. He's like,
I think he's
pouting,
he's number
pouting as he
one we
goes.
follow today.
I was going to suggest that we very early go to the lighthouse as soon as possible so we get there before anyone else shows up, like the reinforcements.
Yeah, because we can. Oh yeah, Jules.
At least see
So we
what's
don't
going
have to
on.
deal with them.
Jules tells you. So I followed that boat yesterday, and it went out to the lighthouse. And and the lighthouse light usually is on. I've sailed past it many times, and it was not working that day.
That's very unsafe for boats.
Yes, that's what I thought. But
So
also,
can we
those
get a-
guys went there, I'm pretty sure, so.
Can we get a boat from the docks
Well, yes,
here?
we know.
Yes. I will go
We
and
know they
arrange
went there.
that if you want.
I'm just gonna let George
Around
know
this
that
time of
what the guy
day,
told us.
around this time of day, the last of the, well, not the last, actually, the fishermen are basically leaving. Most of the boats clear out during the day, and they go out and they fish. They come back around 4 o'clock.
I would assume that
Um,
my patron, though, has his
he
own.
has a boat and he does not go out with the fishermen.
Yeah.
Tusker.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tusker. So I could probably arrange to get his boat, maybe.
We'll see.
I think it might be a cool idea to get one of the cultist uniforms and be on the boat that goes out to the island.
We didn't
But
end
then
up.
we have to.
Sorry.
I'll tell them that
you-
they would have. I'll tell them that they would have gotten there fairly close to the time of the reset, right, Jess?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they left the river at about 9 o'clock, and because they were traveling by boat, they got there much faster. And yeah, if your estimates on their travel time are right, they would have gotten to the lighthouse around 11, a little earlier.
Also, we would then have to deal with more of them than if we went earlier.
So
Okay.
Also, Celine checks her her homemade Bible to see if there's anything in it. I'm assuming the answer is no.
That's right.
And she also do we have the alchemy jug?
You do not.
All right. Just
And we don't have
figured
the
I'd
cultist
check.
symbol either.
has
That's right.
Has any one of us talked to the dwarf staring into the fire yet?
No.
That seems to be a
Also, I checked my
fairly
rations,
consistent
and
feature of
do I have
these
them
two.
back?
Your rations have returned. Yep.
Okay, cool.
So, do you guys want to arrange the boat, but then maybe do a few things in the town before we go?
Oh, I thought it would be wise to go as soon as possible to really get a jump on them.
Well, I was thinking because if we arrive later, a little bit later, then we can also see what, like, say maybe in the evening we get there at around 8 or 9. Then we can also wait for when those guys get there after we take care of whatever's there, and then we can also see what they do when they get there.
By boat, it'll be pretty. It's like a 6-hour journey at most
So
on a good boat.
maybe leave
Something
by
with a
3.
sail.
We'll just pay a fisherman to take us out there. Is that what you're saying?
No, his patron could take us, probably.
Yeah, I can talk to
Yeah, we'll talk
Tusker
to him,
right away and find out what the deal is.
Okay.
Okay, I'll head over to him right away then. And when I'm
Okay.
on my way through the town, I'm just gonna watch for the things I saw before, the guy with the cane and the woman
does he have
who
his
was worried about
cane?
her husband. Or no, I can't remember what she was worried about. I'll just see if I see those same people.
Right.
If we run into no mustard.
Only mayo.
Yeah. So you guys head out, and the first thing that everyone is looking for is the guy who is walking past with his cane and doing quite well. Thank you very much.
He has
Okay.
it?
He has it this
He
time.
has it.
And yesterday he didn't.
That's right.
No, he did. Didn't he?
No, so the first day you guys saw him, he did not have it. Then the second
Yeah.
day he did. Then the third day he did not. And today's day 4, and he has it.
What the heck is happening with
Interesting.
him?
That's not what I expected.
Wonder if
Yeah,
things
let me go ask.
things
Let me
awesome.
go ask
There's
the
a
dwarf how his day is going.
The dwarf?
Yeah, the one staring into the fire.
Right. Look. I'm sure you're a nice fella. Just leave me alone.
What troubles you, friend?
You wouldn't understand.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. You never know until you try.
He doesn't leave me alone. And he gets visibly upset. And he goes back and he sits at the table and he just puts his head in his hands. Go away! Go away!
Anyone have a charm spell?
Ale, good sir?
He glares at you.
Don't we have a bard in the party?
We
Of
do.
course we do.
Don't you have
Yeah,
charm person on your spell list?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, a case of bad cop, good cop. I've apparently become the bad cop. So now, someone who's a bit better at.
You want me to be the good cop?
Actually, with the dwarf, that might not be a bad idea.
Why are you bad copying this guy? He's clearly having such a bad day.
All I did was pester him
Kill him!
mildly.
All I did was
That's all I
pester
did.
him, yep. Yep. Good advice. I'm gonna use that to defend myself one day.
Yeah. Or if he has someone who's relatively gruff to sit down next to him, say, "Here, beer, drink," and stare at the fire, he may open up with something like that.
Maybe Hep
Right.
should do it.
Yeah.
He glared at you when you offered it.
I'm a bit more polished than
Yeah.
what I'm.
Also, I would point out that it is about 8 a.m.
Yeah.
We can come back.
He's a dwarf. What are you trying to say?
Every
Let's-
dwarf I've heard of will take a drink at any time of day.
Yeah, breakfast mug of mead.
Let's walk through the town to the docks. Get the
Yeah.
boat settled. We got plenty of time to talk to the moody dwarf after he gets over his hangover.
You guys walk into town. Getting through the gates is not a problem. There's lots of people coming and going. The guards are standing there, but they're really just letting everybody they recognize pass. In you go. You walk down the main street towards the stables, past the temple, and you get to the town square, where you can see the people preparing the fairgrounds. That's at 6. And then south from there, working through the docks district, and you find yourself on the docks to the south of town.
Okay, so
Didn't see anything
for Tusker.
outstanding on the way there.
Anything outstanding? So Ostvild is at her fountain. Gillen Mason wanders casually with his cane to his office. Other than that, nothing in particular. Nope.
Oh, so is everybody going with me then?
Yeah.
Everyone's
Okay.
going. Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I'll look for Tusker's abode. He lives near the docks, right?
He lives on a boat called the Golden Boot.
Oh right, yeah, the Golden Boot. Oh yeah, he lives on it, so he would have to go with us, I
Mhm.
guess. All right, so I'll go talk to him.
Ah, Jules, what brings you back over my way?
Well, I need to maybe ask you a favor. We have some business to do out at the Lighthouse, and maybe if you could give us a ride out there.
The lighthouse.
Yeah, there's something wrong with it. I think its light is not working.
He looks at you for a moment.
Or do I
Very
know?
The
dangerous.
light is
boat.
not working. I was actually going to go out there this
Great.
afternoon.
All right, what time?
Well, I hadn't really settled. Sometime before dark, though.
Yes, wouldn't want to go up to a lighthouse in the dark.
Ideally, I'd like
Not
to
if it
have it
isn't
lit
working.
again as well by the time the ships need it to navigate.
So, do I live with him or near him or something?
Your call.
I would say
Probably not on his
probably
boat.
not on the boat because
Yeah.
I'm
So
still don't like
the
water.
Golden Boot itself is almost a building by now. It still sails, but he works it like an office building.
Okay.
He runs business out of it. in the town.
I can say an unlit lighthouse is the reason why my family is permanent residents of this island now.
It's a very dangerous thing, an unlit lighthouse, he says, and nods at you.
Okay, I'll assume I live near the docks though. So, would I have noticed any time before the looping day that he like headed out and did stuff like that? Any other time?
Oh yeah, he does sail it. He keeps it seaworthy and he sails it on occasion. But like most, like from 9 to 5 or maybe 5 days a week, if you will, or whatever, he's moored
In the dock, okay.
at the docks.
But has he
Mr.
mentioned
Tusker.
Yeah.
doing that before, like having to light the lighthouse before, in my memory?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, what can I help you
Mr.
with?
Tusker, sir, is there no lighthouse keeper?
No, there is a lighthouse keeper. That's what worries me.
Hmm.
Oh my god. Yes, somebody
Well,
should
he's
check on that man.
well, he's dead. God.
He's fucking
I'm sure it's fine.
captured
I'm
or
sure
dead.
he just ran out of dry matches or something, but you never can
Sure.
be too sure with these things.
Dry matches. All right. Well, let's.
Maybe we should warn him about the cult. Although maybe later.
How about we meet up with you around just after lunch, and then we'll talk about it then, eh?
Yeah, sure thing. Sounds good. Say 2 o'clock.
Okay. All right.
When did the fire start?
You saw the smoke at about 1.
Cool.
Why do I fully not remember a fire?
It was off
So
the side of
I
the.
fast forwarded over a few things that happened in the afternoon while you guys were kind of in town, and there's a bunch of things going on that were kind of crazy one after another. And I didn't really feel we had time to get into them at the moment. But yeah, there was some smoke. There was the horses that escaped. And then the events of in the celebration in the town square that were going on as well. That started at noon.
Okay, so who is we should go like talk to some of the people in the square. Who is good with horses?
Well, the horsewoman.
Yeah.
Marissa.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, out of us, wasn't somebody
Pardon?
training to be a horse or animal person?
Hanan hangs out at the stables
Okay.
sometimes.
So maybe Hanan
I have
should check.
I have a
Hanan.
+3 animal handling.
That is
Okay.
also-
Whatever that means.
I'm just wondering if just before that event happens, if you stake out inside the stables and just see what causes the horses to stampede.
Well, I could do that. The horses are my friends.
Yeah.
Horses
And then
are
what was the
friends,
other
not
event?
food.
The other crazy event? Horses
There was
run.
smoke to the west of town.
The
It's
smoke.
inside the wall to the west.
Oh, it's inside the wall. I thought it was
It's
outside
inside the wall, yeah.
Okay.
No.
So something over, like by that other exit there.
Yeah, near this gate.
Okay. And that started around noon, right?
Smoke was seen at 1.
Oh, this was all at one. Or
Yeah, let me just check the master schedule here. Yes, pretty much. The
so something
smoke
happened.
was seen at 1, and the stables erupted at 1, both of them.
Okay, so maybe we should
And
stake
the
out
celebration
those two
started
areas.
at noon.
The celebration started at noon.
And the woman by the what was the woman's name by the fountain?
Ostvild.
Ostvild?
She's you saw her in the morning hanging out by the fountain.
Which is about right now, right?
Yep. Yeah, she's
Okay.
there as
We
you
passed
guys are
her,
just
didn't we?
walked through and saw her there. Yep.
Let's go up there and I'll tell the rest of the party what happened there. I tried to talk to her. She was upset about something, and I didn't get very far because I didn't sense what I needed to say to her. And plus, I'm a cat person, so maybe someone else can take a shot at it that might be more able to sense
Let's be lying.
her emotions. So
Yeah,
someone
we
who's got a
should
good
start-
insight should do it.
Celine's got good insight, but she doesn't understand why this is relevant to the time loop. She's very focused.
I'll tell her. Well, a lot of little subtle things seem to be having events that change things in the day. So maybe if we find out what those are, we
Arguably,
can
the
either
only thing that
solve
we've
it
seen
or.
changed was the cane.
The cane was one thing, but I think this woman might have some other information.
I mean, you didn't solve it though. He didn't have his cane yesterday, correct?
Well, we
That's
didn't
true.
we didn't change anything, but remember, somebody is altering things other than us, possibly. So it could be a clue to what these cultists are doing, because some of them may know about the time loop, or some other parties may know about it and be using it. So I think
just
investigating
figured
these
we should
things
use
that change
time,
might be
but nothing has
clues.
changed with her, correct?
Nothing has changed with her.
Hmm.
I just believe we should be spending our time researching.
Well, I just mean
She's a fucking nerd,
these are
guys.
things that are happening in a certain order, and so you can do that right now and still do the other thing. She's right there.
You see, if in fact there is a woman sitting by the fountain, and
All right.
she's
I'm not good at persuasion. I'm just good at insight. I hope that's okay.
That's actually what I had to roll last time, so I didn't actually get to
Perfect.
persuade because I would have been better at that.
Terrible at that. Very good at insight. Okay, yeah, sure. So Celine will approach her.
Okay. Yeah, she's deep in thought. And
Hello.
yeah, roll your insight there.
Oh, right away? Okay.
Yeah, there's some body language stuff.
Fuck. I couldn't tell which one landed first, and I was like, this is either really good or really fucking bad.
Can she get an advantage because I told her kind of about the situation in advance? I primed her.
True, that's not bad.
That is a good second roll. Yeah, she is like deep in thought, and she is playing with her wedding ring. So there's like she keeps taking it off and putting it on.
Oh, that's why I thought it
Hello.
was something about us.
Hi.
Thinking about the dwarf.
She looks over. Wonderful day, isn't it? She says, not quite sure if you can read her sincerity or not.
Yeah, lovely. You look sad.
Is it that obvious?
Yes.
Well, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about any of it.
About what? Maybe I can offer some counsel.
I don't know. Have you ever been married?
Not that I can recall.
It's it's different for everybody who experiences it, but like I don't want to be the kind of woman who has these doubts. I don't know
What
what
are
to
you
do.
doubting?
My husband, he's off again on a work trip, and he travels for work. I know this. He's headed down to Westhold. It's a trip that he makes every now and then. He's supposed to be going alone again, but again, I can't find my friend Burwa anywhere. This is not the first time they have vanished together, and she brings up her hands and does air quotes around vanished. I don't
Do I
have
recognize the name Burla at all?
Burwa, Burwe. No, it's not someone you know from town.
What is your husband's name? If I may
Arler.
ask.
Arler.
Arler. Well, I suppose my advice. This is so far out of Celine's comfort zone at this point. Would be
You see Jules over
to
there giving you
talk
the thumbs up.
to them. Perhaps ask
I've
your husband.
I have. He has denied everything. And like he even told me that I was imagining that Burwa had gone missing. I wasn't imagining. I swear. I wasn't imagining. I could deal with either outcome, she says. I could deal with it. I could move on or I could stay. I'm fine. I'm really fine. I just have to know.
I mean, you shouldn't be fine with that.
What I mean is not that I won't be sad, but that I'll recover. I can live that way. I just can't live in this moment to moment fear and doubt. It's driving me insane.
How long does it take to get to the other city?
It's a few days in the other direction.
Yeah, to the
So,
west.
Well,
right?
that's not going to help.
yep.
The real question, though, is did he actually go
days.
there, or is he saying he went there and is just staying at like an inn somewhere?
Great question.
The fuck. Are there other?
He-
Do we know about other inns in the town besides the tavern we're staying at?
There are a few, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Where I perhaps we could check on your friend for you.
Yeah.
Where does she reside?
She lives over near the temple, between the castle walls and the temple.
Oh yes, I'm quite familiar with the temple.
Yeah, let me see.
You can't tell based on everything about me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Celine has big Bible camp girls vibes. Like this is the girl who's never been to a summer camp that wasn't religious.
So
Please confess your sins. Or your husband's sins.
Submit your life to Jesus.
Yeah.
Burwa has a room just over there by where the
Stout
big
the
number
adulterer.
8 is on the map.
Oh,
8.
you need to switch back.
Wow, thank
okay,
you. Yeah,
sorry
you're on
about
the
that.
wrong map.
You're still on world, okay. fair.
There's only 3 numbers.
Oh, we're 8.
The number 8. Okay, cool.
I see.
Oh, 7 is Golden Boot
Well,
and
He
7
lives,
is Burma.
he lives in a courtyard. Oh, wait, no,
Oh,
there you go. All
Yeah,
right.
that's supposed to be 8.
I think, yeah, that's supposed to be 8.
Yep.
All right, I guess we will check on her.
Okay, who all is there? Well, Celine is talking with Ostbill.
Jules is somewhere.
I'm off to
I
the side
imagine
where,
we're kind of
only
we're kind of
Celine can see
standing
me.
back.
I'm kind of
all like
loitering.
weirdly hovering awkwardly.
Okay,
Kinda
so
sick.
yeah, Celine, you're the only one close enough to make a perception roll here.
No, I'll probably be in the
Perception?
stable watching the
Yep.
horses, actually, to be perfectly honest.
Okay,
Sorry, perception?
that's right.
Cool. I'm good at that one too.
And
Oh,
I
and
was
rolled
not
like
able to?
shit. No, I didn't. Okay,
Yeah.
19. I thought the other one landed first, and I was like, ooh.
Her wedding ring may be. It's got a blue gem on it.
Of the kind that is
Oh.
meteor.
That is a beautiful ring. Where did you get it?
She tears up a bit. I don't know. Arlor gave this to me many years ago now. I love it and I fear it.
That's
She
really
says,
fucked up way to
staring
think
at
about
her
the
finger.
marriage. Oh, it's uh-huh. Y'all, Selena's not in this situation.
It's just you and Jules. You
awkward.
gotta go for it. Why the hell would she fear a ring? Come on, get yourself together.
Because of her relationship with her husband, bro.
Yep. Yep.
I know, but the way you say you fear it.
Yes, Celine just, why does it have magical properties?
That's totally
What?
None that I'm aware of. Certainly not the ability to mend fences.
Well, most people use a hammer. Some nails.
literal.
Extra wood.
Jules claps his hand to his forehead.
At least it's not an onion ring.
Poor Vu.
Well, it's beautiful.
Thank you. She says you can see that she's like, she keeps like taking it off her finger and putting it back on again.
Well, I suppose we should go check on your friend then.
Okay. So, Hanan, are you staking out the stables? Is that right?
Tables and that, and I'm also casually picking the mind of my benefactor. You know, like
So she left on morning watch, at probably about the
so
same
much for
time
that
you
idea.
guys woke up. So
Okay.
she'll be back sometime afternoon.
No one else in the stables besides Hanan then?
Oh no, the stables are they're a working stable. There's people coming and going with horses, people coming in feeding them their own animals, and then there's staff as well that are cleaning and with pitchforks and moving hay about from one place to another, and stuff like
Mucking
that.
out the stalls.
Yep, mucking them out. You may also roll perception though.
Okay, let's see here. Can he do this and not screw it up? Damn.
Yes, yes,
Nice.
you can. There's someone has left a cart out front covered in a tarp,
I'll go.
and it just looks like all the other things that are being used to um like shift hay around and deliver food and pick up stuff, but you do notice after a little while of paying attention to it, sometime after 9 o'clock, somewhere maybe around 9:30, you can't tell exactly what it is, but something moves under the tarp
Go check it out.
on its own.
I'll go check it out.
Okay. There is a space under there. It looks like something like this tarp was deliberately set up to occupy a large empty area.
Okay. That's what's underneath the tarp. He
Well,
looks under.
what's underneath the tarp now is nothing. Whatever was in there on its own volition got up and left the cart.
I look around for footprints that may, like exiting footprints that aren't accompanied by footprints that approach.
Okay, roll survival.
We'll see how good he is at this. Yeah. There's a lot of
Nope.
footprints. I don't know.
Nope, not so much.
So I'll ask, hey, who owns this cart? Is there a mark on it, actually?
No visible marks that you can identify. Who are you asking?
Like one of the other staffers that I know.
Right.
Someone's a normal, regular employee of the stables.
Oh, jeez. That cart. I think Harlan brought that in.
Harlan. Huh. Harlan who?
Harlan, you know, the guy who's like, he's the guy who's like betting on the horses all the time. I mean, we're not even allowed to do that, but he's like one of those guys who plays a little fast and loose with his money outside the town walls.
I wonder what would motivate him to just drop this thing off empty.
I
Hmm.
didn't ask.
I'll hop up. I'll remove the tarp and kind of hop up and check the area. Its cargo box area out a little more closely. But now
Okay.
with a bit of sunlight.
Okay. Yeah, there's
Has
nothing
this
much
stable
you can
hand never
see
heard
there.
of see something, say something? No one just leaves an empty fucking bag around.
Terrorism is remarkably rare around here, so.
There's no 9/11 in this, except for the
Is
comet
it
landing, I
really?
guess.
I don't
was
know. All these
yesterday, and they only
cultists
remember
seem pretty
yesterday.
terrorist to me.
No, I'm thinking along the lines now of some kind of someone trying to fix a bet on horses in some way. You know, by spooking the ones at this stable and them not being able to perform as well later on when it comes to a real race or something like that. But I don't know if there's is there any horse races planned for the festival today?
No. All horse racing around here is, you know, kind of illegal anyway. It's
No, just
all under the
racing,
table stuff.
not betting. I mean, just a general good-natured race.
No, nothing like that scheduled for today.
What's this man betting on then?
Well, there is underground racing that happens outside the town.
Yeah, they drag race their horses.
Yeah. Horse drag race circuit.
Quarter mile, yeah. 0 to 60 in
I'm just
5
picturing
minutes.
horses in drag.
Pretty fast and furious.
Look at the wig on that horse. Oh my. That is
Yeah.
so fake. Oh man. All right. So he'll just kind of continue to look around. He's obviously probably going to strike out on this, given his survival role. But he'll look around the various stalls to see if anyone looks like they're kind of moving around, but not actually doing anything.
One more perception roll.
It's
Right.
somewhat better, but not a
Okay.
whole lot.
Nothing springs to mind. You don't see anything.
Okay, well that's all I can do. That's I wonder at what point did the horses get spooked the prior day?
There's one.
Okay.
So after the
And
start
did I
of the...
recognize any of the horses that got stampeded?
Oh, like all of them, really. Like they emptied out the stable's almost emptied.
Okay, I will make a point of hanging around where the horses are then to see, as time, especially as time leads up to one.
Right. Okay. So, regarding
Rui's room.
Burwa's room, yeah.
Are the rest of us
It's-
going there then?
If you, who all is going there?
I want to go there with Celine.
Selena's definitely gonna go
Yeah.
there.
I will.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cassius? Yeah, cool. Then
Be
yeah.
your human lie detector.
So yeah, you see, there's a woman on. It's outside of a wooden building. There's a stairway that leads inside and up to the second floor. There's an older woman sweeping the area in front of the stairway. And as you approach, she kind of looks up, says, "Can I help you?"
Do any of us recognize her?
No, she's just the matron of this particular building.
Okay. Is it like an
what was-
apartment building or is it like a house?
It's a set of rooms. So upstairs in
Okay.
this place, there are a bunch of bedrooms.
Okay.
I
What
don't
was the
suppose you
name
see
of the
Burwa.
friend? Yeah,
Burwa.
Burwa.
Burwa. Oh, yeah, she left here early this morning. Pretty early. 7 or so.
Hmm.
Did she say where she might be going, or is this a normal thing she goes off to?
Well, it's not abnormal, but it's not something that she does every day. Every few weeks, maybe.
Is there
Was she with someone?
No, not that I could tell.
I'm checking around the sides of the street. Is there a back alley? It looks like there's a space behind the building, but I don't know if you can get in there.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I want to sneak in there and is her do we know if her room is on the She didn't say anything about which room it was, right?
Ostfield let you know. So yeah, it's on the 2nd floor.
Okay. So I'm going to go back there and try and sneak up to up the wall of the 2nd floor. See if I can
Okay.
get
Well,
in a window.
she said she left, so I'm wondering what direction she went off to.
Oh, she headed out down the street that way, she says, pointing vaguely west.
Yep.
Like towards the 2?
Let me double check. Yeah,
Towards the other town?
Towards the 2. Yep. And
Yeah,
towards the main road that leads to the western
Yeah.
gate.
So they're definitely fucking, right?
Not to be said out aloud.
I mean, Celine definitely doesn't say that, but
Yeah, that would be out of place for her.
The thought crosses her mind.
but I'm definitely saying that.
Mm. Okay, sorry. Is there
his
any?
wife? Fine.
Pardon?
She'll be my girlfriend now. I said he won't appreciate his wife. Fine, she'll be my girlfriend now.
Gosh. All right.
So I'm sneaking up to see if I can get in a room.
Okay, roll stealth.
Come on, stealth.
Oh, I should have asked her who her husband worked for
20.
to find out if he actually had a business trip.
He's an
20 is
independent
good.
contractor.
Okay. Yeah, so you scale up the back wall.
I'm gonna do one of those jump between the two buildings up like Jackie Chan it. Acrobatics.
Right.
cool.
Yeah, for something like that, you will need to roll acrobatics. I was just gonna make you do the 1, but if you're gonna try and do something cool,
Of course.
you gotta roll acrobatics too.
Oh, it's not working.
Come on, make it a good one.
Oh, it's wanted to opening.
Do cool thing.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Yep. You catch yourself. You do it with just your back paws. No hands required.
No hands.
I like
yeah,
that
so,
you said Jackie Chan because I was immediately like, haha, like Mario.
Nice.
To show you can do that in Mario.
And a bunch of
True
coins drop out. Cool.
You hit a block at the top. That goes, boom. Wow.
Oh, that's so
Yep.
nice.
So yeah, you easily get in. Are the rest of you going around to the front door, or are you gonna wait, or
Is
continue talking?
that woman gonna let us in?
You haven't asked yet.
How does one ask to see someone's room?
Well, I mean, it's kind of.
Wait,
just
who's with
saying.
me?
We were talking to.
Everyone
Everybody
except me.
except Hannon, I think.
Okay,
We
well,
were-
I'm not gonna ask.
We were
That
talking
doesn't sound
to.
right.
We were talking to her best friend, who seems quite distressed and is very worried about her. So we're kind of curious if you wouldn't mind if we took a look at her room just to see if we had any idea where she left.
Well, I can't let you in if the door is locked, but if she left it open, then that's fine. But I'm not allowed to use my keys to help you.
It's most kind of you.
Yes, if
Go up
she
and try the
left
door.
it open.
The door
Yes,
is locked.
Nah.
Okay.
from
Well-
the
Oh, well.
inside.
But is the window?
The window is not. You're in.
All right, I'm looking for stuff like love letters or something like that.
You
Wait,
hear
real
the,
quick.
the-
We
you
I,
hear
I'm
the
assuming
front door
that.
rattle.
Yeah, I
I
was gonna say, can
freeze
I, like, knock on the
and hide
door?
under the bed. Not in that
Nice,
order.
Carl.
Okay. Yeah. Uh. Okay. Roll perception, Jules.
It's keep popping up. Okay,
I mean,
perception.
reasonably, we knew he
I'm-
was going. We knew he was going to sneak in, right?
Hold on.
Yes, you did know he was
while
gonna
I'm
sneak
at the
in.
door.
So can we just kind of go like, Jules, Jules?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna
Yes.
say the same thing. While I'm at the door, I'll go, wow, it'd be really good if this door was open so we could just walk in.
Okay, I rolled a 12 for perception, and I also walk over and just quietly unlock the door.
Sounds good. Okay.
I'll just
yes.
wave down to the lady, thank you.
Wow,
Bro
she forgot
is-
to unlock her door. That's so strange.
Bro's
Shouldn't do that.
room is fairly Spartan. She's got a few changes of clothes, some bedding, a little bit of jewelry, but not much. Not much here. Like the furniture is all pretty sparse or Spartan, and it kind of matches the decor of the room. Like it's been decorated. She bought the room as is, rented the room as is.
Mm.
Decorated in early ransack. That's the style.
Look under the
There you
bed.
go.
Always look under the bed.
Yeah.
I was just there. What did I see with the 12?
Is there a
Before or
desk?
after discovery?
Okay, so you guys are searching.
Yep.
So yeah, why don't we all make investigation rolls?
Better
That
perception.
I'm not so good with.
Investigation does make sense.
11. Oh, 18 for me.
Oh,
Oh, no, wait.
15. That's not bad.
Yeah, 18 for me. Wow. Rolled a 19.
Yes. So
Wow, we are really not the investigation crew, huh?
those are not bad rolls. 15 and the 18.
No, I was just looking at all of our modifiers.
I just realized
right.
I'm rolling as. Why am I rolling as Khan? I'm
That is
playing as a
weird.
different character right now.
What?
It's a con job.
Why is it? I have a different character it's rolling as.
Concept?
That's bizarre.
I thought you meant that your investigation roll used your constitution modifier, and I was
No.
like, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
There's
what?
a
Did what?
CKHON.
character.
Yeah, I got it.
Concept. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Uh,
Okay, I'll have to fix that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Feel free
check
to
on
make
your...
as many rolls as you want for the next little while to see if you can sort it out as you kind of work through it. And I just won't.
You're rolling on the
attention to
correct
it.
character sheet, right?
Yeah, click on the third tab at the top.
There we go. I fixed it. I
Cool.
don't know what happened.
And what was it?
I was dumb. That's what it was. We don't have to talk about it.
Cool. Okay. So yeah. So the 15, you find on her desk, in by some books, there are some dried
Ooh,
flowers that have been placed in a drawer.
Oh,
That apparently had some sentimental value and were worth keeping.
a name
And
on
with
it.
an 18, we find a note.
Oh,
And the
look,
note,
I found the note.
the note says, it's unsigned, unfortunately, but it does say, "Can't wait to see you. Really enjoyed last weekend. We can talk about our life together."
All right, I hand the note to Celine. It says, I think this might help her with her problem.
Yeah, but how do you know who it's from?
Well,
Yes,
it's
there
in
is
her
no
room, and
name.
she's already a suspect. I think that would at least give the wife some
Perhaps
peace of mind, right?
she will recognize the handwriting.
There you go.
All right. I guess we
You're so
will
smart.
return. To give her thank you. To give her the bad news.
Okay.
Why don't, before we do that, I mean, not that I, want to wreck anybody's day, because we can always do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we could always follow Burley tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock when she leaves this place.
Is that when we wake up?
Yes, you
We
guys
wake up-
wake up at 7.
Okay.
We could just head straight to the gate.
Yep. Okay, but right now we
Well,
can...
she leaves it. She has to pass by us anyway, right? Because we're our.
No,
we're on
she's
the
going.
opposite
She's
side.
going west.
We're on the
Oh,
east.
she'll definitely get there before us.
Yeah, unless
No,
we...
she's probably walking. We're
Unless we super
adventurous.
run fast.
We can do this.
I can get there fast.
You just Naruto run all the way there.
I
You
can,
got it.
I can Naruto run. I
Forrest
just picture
Gump run.
Jules with his paws behind his back.
Right?
It could be like a Forrest Gump run instead.
I could actually go 200.
Yes, well,
I
we
can go
did
240 in a round.
Promise.
That's
I think-
ridiculous.
That's a lot.
I think. Oh no, that's if I have haste.
We
Only
did
120.
promise what, Celine?
That we would tell her, so we should probably go tell her today because she won't remember that tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Like I said,
Yeah, just
why
to
wreck
find out
somebody's
what
day
happens.
for no reason potentially?
I
find
think
out
it's
what
already
happens.
wrecked.
Yeah, she just said she wanted to know, right?
Yes.
I
She
think
said
it'll
that
give
she
her
would feel
peace.
better knowing.
Not that it'll last any longer, but we can at least find out if anything changes.
Yeah, I'll tell you the only reason I have a worry, because we're reliving this day every day, is that the guy with the cane, sometimes he seems to remember it.
Except that it isn't about remembering it, because the thing is that the night before he forgot it at the office, correct?
Why doesn't he forget it always
Well,
at the
no,
office?
we think that maybe some.
That's my
I think
point.
that maybe somebody might be actually doing changes into the
And
days.
That's why I'm saying I don't know whether or not you want to mess with somebody's life until we understand what changes the day.
Well, that's why I want to mess with things so we can find out if something else changes.
All right.
I would just at least find out if she has a copy of his handwriting so we can compare.
That's fair.
We're gonna become forensic handwriting experts.
Yeah, there you go.
Celine would like that.
The secret theme of this campaign is to convince everyone to become handwriting experts. That's right.
Acacius
We
already
solved
has
it,
calligrapher's
solved it.
supplies.
Oh my god, so you're exact perfect.
Yay!
Oh, cool. So, do you have a tool proficiency in that?
Yeah, I do.
This
Nice.
is
In
gonna be
forgery,
easy for you.
really?
Yeah. Well, calligrapher supplies,
Oh,
not
calligrapher.
forger supplies. If he was a forger, that would be funny.
That calligrapher supplies is definitely enough familiarity with handwriting to not have a problem with something like that, though.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if we get like a sample, like a copy of his
How
handwriting,
old
we can
does this note
Mhm.
look?
compare them.
Did it say?
Oh, geez, with you, Roland, yeah, no, you can tell this ink is dry, but not long. Couple days max.
Okay. Do people normally have like a mailing service or like people get paid to send notes? Because otherwise they would have had to meet up to give this note.
Couriers?
Yeah.
Yes. There
Is there a
are.
mail service here?
It's not like a mail service, but you can just toss a kid a shilling to deliver something.
Okay.
That's true.
Acacius is going to go back downstairs and he's going to just kind of smile at the woman and say, "Hi, we found a note in her room and I was wondering if you saw anyone come to deliver it recently."
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, nothing like that. I don't remember anything like that happening here.
Are you talking to the old
Maybe
lady
she
or
got it
the...
when she
The
was
old
out.
lady,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Maybe it was
Oh, of
given through when
course.
she was out.
Of course. I don't know personally where she works, and I don't know if she would go there on festival day, of course. But, well, the lady is quite worried about her best friend. And I know she went towards, X direction, but do you know her work that we might visit there?
Well, I think her friend is probably right to be worried. And she kind of looks around a little bit and says, she pays her rent on time, but I don't think she works.
Oh, is she between jobs or just not at all?
Been a while.
How could she get coinage if she has no, well, of course that's rude to ask, but
The old
I am
lady kind of
curious.
shrugs her shoulders a bit. It's like,
Celine just leans
don't
forward.
ask me.
She could be a
Celine!
oh you know.
What's it for?
She trades her virtue for
Oh,
coin.
there are. She does not have gentlemen visitors in that way. Not here. Not in my house. She says.
Gentlemen aren't the only whoremongers out there.
Oh my.
You're
True,
not
sir.
here.
True, sir.
You're not even here.
Oh, he's not there anyway.
Celine's eyes just like go so wide.
The voice in your head
Very,
says
very
something.
true voice from this guy.
Celine's inner
Strange thing
voice
for
is
you to
telling
say.
her that.
Well,
Um
if between jobs she
Uh,
is, I guess, of course, more reason to be worried.
I meant she could be an heiress. That's what I was going to say.
Right?
As the old woman looks up at the building she runs and looks at the rooms that are in it and says, "Yes, yes, I'm sure an heiress."
Well, not like a fancy one, but like an inheritor. She could have inherited money.
Very
Doesn't
true.
have to be a princess or a duchess. Everyone has parents.
She puts her two hands on
I love that I
her
just said
her
that,
chest.
considering the fact that Celine does not, in fact, know if she has parents.
Yeah. She puts her two hands on her chest over her heart and says, like, I don't judge any of the people who live here. I merely, if she were to be assisted, that would be wonderful, but she'll always be welcome back here.
Of course. We're just concerned. Oh, well. We'll go see if she's at any of her other haunts. Um, you wouldn't happen to know if she goes to any particular bakeries or inns to relax, maybe?
I'm afraid I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Of course.
And Acacius will back off with the note, just kind of out of the way.
Yeah.
And he will kind of go back upstairs and make eye contact with Jules and go, "We need to leave. You should probably relock the door."
Okay. I will reverse
We
my
leave,
process
and
there.
it's like, why is there one extra of you?
Yeah, I walk
Where'd
out.
the cat
Hello.
come from?
I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not noticeable of being the only cat person in town.
I mean, I don't know if it's more or less suspicious if the door is locked or not, but it doesn't
Yeah, then she
matter.
goes back later and it's locked.
She's like,
Maybe
She's
we
like
should.
curious and she goes in, "Oh, why is it locked?"
Actually, we should leave it unlocked, but I should go back out the window.
Yes.
we just have a suspicion. She's like, I don't remember there being this many. Actually, I don't think she gives a shit if we broke in or not. She just said she couldn't use her key to open the door.
Well,
Yep.
she probably would care about the safety of her rooms. I mean, in
Dude, she was
general.
sharing way too much information to us to have actually really care that much about the people she's got living here.
Okay.
I don't know. I think
She
she's a
shared
high level
so much
gossip.
personal information.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh my
she's just a
god,
gossip.
It is a little bit sus to let people into a room.
so inappropriate
just
the
because
amount
it's
of
unlocked.
information she shared with us. We were
Yeah.
like, well, her friend. Yeah, she was. We were like, well, her friend is worried about her. Can we go in her room? And the woman was like, yeah, sure, why not?
We still haven't proven that we're a friend with a friend.
You gotta spend a whole day of your loop time figuring out what her story is now.
Let's dig into her.
I think she's
story.
just a bad landlady.
Nailed it. I guess we can
Nailed-
save that day.
Okay, we can move on.
So are we gonna
Okay, so-
return to what's her name?
Ostwild.
Yeah, and
Let's
ask
tell
her
you.
about the.
So who's gonna talk to her? Celine again?
You're back.
Oh God.
Did you find something already?
Do you have a note from your husband?
No, the proper question here would be, would you recognize your husband's handwriting?
Well, definitely yes to the second one. Regarding a note, I'm sure I could have something at home, but I would recognize his handwriting.
I'll say, by the way, I'm Jules. This is Celine and, or I guess you met Celine and Acacius.
Yeah, Cassius was just kind of hanging
nice.
back the first time.
We're just friends of hers and helping her out.
Oh, a tabaxi, are you?
Yeah.
Incredible. I've never met a tabaxi before.
Yes, I get that a lot.
Cool. Do you want to check out that handwriting?
Cool. Back to the point.
She closes
Cool.
her eyes and takes a deep breath, and she puts out her hand and says, "Yes, I'm ready."
Cassius will unfold the note and put it in her hand.
She looks at it. Her face doesn't change. Her expression is completely still.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at it for a long moment, much longer than the note is. She folds it up, hands it back to you, takes off her ring and tosses it in the fountain. And says,
Okay, I pat her on the shoulder.
I do appreciate what you've done.
About to ask for an insight check, but I don't think I need to make one. I
Nope.
think I get it.
This is terrible and I can finally get on with my life. I thank you.
I'm very sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Well,
The
technically,
bad
Acacius
news is not
was
yours to
bearing
bear.
the letter, but
Yeah.
And I give her a little soft pat on the shoulder there.
Mm. Thank you, cat guy.
Cat.
You know, if you want, you can pet me if you want. It makes some people feel better. I know.
I was about to say that does sound fucking great.
Did
Thanks,
she go for
but
it? No.
I have a life to plan, she says, and she stands up straighter. And she says, "But I'm not going to get anything done here." Crying into the fountain. "Thank you again," she says, and she starts to walk off.
Well,
As soon as she's out of
do not,
range,
Celine.
Celine gets in that fucking fountain and gets the ring out.
Yep.
But you are slightly moist when you're done. Ankles up to your knees in water and up to your elbows as well. Everything is damp.
She removed her cloak.
Fair enough.
Before
Okay.
going in.
I don't know if you wear. I guess boots probably are pretty easy too. But
I've never thought about this before.
I look at that and go, "Oh, I'm glad that wasn't me." I shudder.
Mm-hmm. There's a few
so I'm
people
gonna examine the
in the square that kind of look over to wondering what you're doing. It's not like there's not other things in there. There's mostly silver and copper.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably coins.
And a couple pieces just a couple pieces of gold. Nothing really worth going after except for that ring, of course.
Okay, I'll just say to the
care about
crowd,
anything, I just want the
she
ring.
just needs a little bit of extra for the coffee.
Try the docks.
She'll
They have
come when
free
she gets
coffee down there.
when she gets back out of the fountain. She'll throw a coin in.
Okay.
Counterintuitive.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
I'm really soft for the human tradition of tossing coins into fountains. There's something about it that's just really cool, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll Make a big show of throwing a whole gold piece in there.
There was a few of those.
You're
Don't
like
worry, I'll
holding up
cover
your,
it.
holding up your gold piece. Yep.
We're all just standing there throwing coins in the fountain. No, I'm going to examine the ring.
We're making it look worse.
Yeah, it is comet matter, refined comet matter gem
Water.
that is made into this.
You know what I think? What if the comet matter things can still persist? We might be able to keep this item.
Let's find out tomorrow. What should we
Yes,
do in
hang
the
on to
meantime? What time is it?
It
Acacia's
is
will-
about
yeah.
noon.
Whoa.
Celine has
okay.
a kind of like an amulet with like a sealot symbol on it. She's gonna thread the ring onto the necklace.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was like, the other option would be to stick it in Acacia's amulet as well. The time one.
Hmm. Oh yeah. I guess that went back to you because I had it that day.
Yeah, I would assume so. Did it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Could be funny
Okay.
if that was the only thing that doesn't go back.
That would be interesting, actually.
So the square is just starting to pick up the cooking contest. They're setting up for that. They're selling beer in the square. I'm going to drop you guys over on the town square map again,
Yeah.
just for the hell of it. There is the games to the northwest. There is the panto that happens on the stage, but it's not going on yet. They're preparing for the cooking contest and serving beer. And the flame pit, the fire pit is on, and they're roasting food there as well.
They're roasting crabs.
We are on the dock. We probably have a lot of seafood.
Crab fist. Should we? Is there anybody else here that we saw before with anything? We said the fountain. There was another person here who we talked.
Yes, actually.
It's a
So there's
dwarf.
this little table near the games that somebody has set up there, and on that table, and she's been here for a little while, but at that table is a young girl with a deck of cards, and there's a small group of people around, and she's playing 21 with them.
Same girl from the tavern?
Same girl from the tavern, exactly. And her small pile of gold is now a medium-sized pile of gold.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna observe. I'm gonna grab a beer and a piece of some kind of meat and head over there and observe while looking like I'm just mildly interested.
Okay. I'm gonna have to see your sheet for this one. Can do that. Roll 20, or no, D&D Beyond.
Yep.
Second.
Smoke curls out of his computer.
Okay, that answers that. You see her. She is gambling with them. She wins and she loses, but she wins much more than she loses.
Like,
Yeah, she's doing quite well.
legitimately so, or is there some kind of sleight of hand going on there?
You don't see any sleight of hand.
Okay.
You know what sucks is I have a strong theory, but I'm not there.
And is it just cards, or is there like a special? Is it like a tarot kind of card deck, or what's the?
I mean, it's a period appropriate card deck. She's playing something similar to blackjack against people who show up. Couple cards drawn, highest combination on the table, and then she deals herself a hand, and
Okay.
sometimes she wins, sometimes she loses, but she's doing well.
I think I have a proficiency in cards
Hmm.
or something that comes with being a rogue.
Card
What's that?
sharking.
There's
If you took
I
cards
mean,
as your item.
It's an
you can get
inventory.
proficiency as in a gaming set.
Yeah.
That's
and
right,
cards
yeah.
is one of the eligible choices.
Just seeing which one I picked. Doesn't show up in my list.
It should be under proficiencies.
No, it doesn't. Or under skill. Oh, proficiencies. Yeah, over here.
Playing card set. Yep.
Yeah,
There
playing
you go.
cards. So I'm good with that. So I will go in there and join the game.
Okay. What's your wager?
I'll throw in a gold.
Okay. I want you to roll a d20. Just like
Just straight roll?
/r space 1d20, or use the thing in the top right.
Or I can just do that. Does that come through?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. /r d20.
/r space
1d20.
1d20. Yep.
Okay. There you go. 15.
Yeah. Very good. She hands you your gold. Well done, sir.
Hmm.
I recognize you from somewhere.
Were you at the Dapper Drunk earlier? I think.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm a bit
Double or nothing?
Sure. I'll put it back down.
Okay.
Is this affected by any of my the skill at the cards or no?
Yes, I'm
you're just
applying
figuring it
bonuses
out.
on my side.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm also rolling another die here on using GM roll that you guys don't
Right.
get to see.
Okay. Ooh. I think I lost it.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, you'll have to try your luck again, she says, and she takes the 2 gold and adds them to her pile.
So I'll put another gold down and just try to conversation with her like, so are you from around there?
No. Let's bring her up.
Okay.
Sudden stony silence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading.
Is anybody else over here with me that maybe can observe with insight?
Yeah. Acacius will
I
just
will
stand
follow
over her
along
shoulder.
then. At this point, Celine's just kind of following whoever around. She doesn't know what they're. Without
Yeah,
research,
we're just
she
kind
was
of
lost.
like staring over the shoulder, like, oh, this is a game. I don't know how to play.
Yeah, Celine's like, what is this? I don't understand.
Yeah, so
Oh, we
yeah,
never saw that at Bible camp.
my
No.
parents moved to the mainland. That left me behind to take care of our animals for the summer, but I don't think they're coming back, so now I'm headed for the mainland too once I raise enough money.
How old is this child?
15 or so.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's a child.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole ass child.
That is a whole child.
Hey, in medieval times, 15 was could take care of
That's
themselves.
marrying age.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fucking sad.
It is.
I remember being 15. Oh boy.
You don't see any rings
was
on
dumb
these
as
fingers,
shit.
she says, and
Oh,
like
no.
holds up her hands.
Oh, I lost another one, looks like.
I'm gonna let you draw another one, she says.
Roll again.
It's a pity draw.
19.
That's a pretty good card. You want to bet any more?
Yeah, I'll raise it up to 5.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna go to 5.
No, don't do it.
Guys, who
Suck.
cares?
You got
It's
19,
only
you're
money.
trying to get 21.
Yeah, and you're getting it back tomorrow.
That is true.
Yeah, she says, "I can't look." She says, and she like pulls a card off the top of the deck, for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone here can roll perception right now.
Ooh.
Sure.
Knew I was gonna see
Damn.
something.
Looking for some high rolls here.
Nope.
What?
Getting them so
It
far.
should be my jam, but I
Yep,
rolled
not
like
bad.
shit.
Eee.
Hep gets the best view out of all of you, and he can see nothing wrong. And she pulls up a card and she holds it up to you, and it's an ace. And she like looks at your expression and she turns it around to look at it herself. Sighs,
Does that mean something?
puts it in the deck and like kind of pulls the gold across the table towards her.
Oh, she
Whew,
won.
that was a lucky one.
Yeah.
Like in case,
Yeah,
in
see,
a case,
Celine's
she's
like-
in case she's like, does that mean something? Oh, she won. Okay.
Mhm. And
Yeah, see,
Hep,
Celine, it rolled
you
in.
didn't. None
The
of you
reason she
saw
rolled a
any sleight
terrible
of hand or
perception.
like deck bottom dealing or anything like that.
The reason Celine's perception roll was so bad is because she had absolutely zero clue what the fuck is going on
What's
right
going
now.
on?
Just
She
the
saw
same.
it, but
She's
she
like,
just
those
didn't know what it
sure are
meant.
cards.
Mm-hmm.
They sure are pieces
Um,
of paper. Don't have writing on them though. Not interested.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put another 5 gold down
Who's talking
there.
about a comet? I don't
Mhm.
care
Say,
about
let's see if
this.
we can even that back out. And so your family has gone to the mainland, and what kind of animals do you have? Is it like a
We
farm?
had. I mean, I wouldn't call it a farm. It was just a couple animals. We sold the milk, traded them for veggies and bread.
Not mayonnaise.
You had mayonnaise?
sold some
Man, I would
mayonnaise?
kill for some mayonnaise right now.
You want mayonnaise? Oh, it's
We
too
didn't
bad.
even use it
Our
when we had it.
Oh, you guys. So you didn't raise chickens?
No, I'm sorry. No chickens.
Well, if you did, you could have made mayonnaise.
That's
So
Really? Is
what
that how that
animals did
works?
she
the
say?
offshore distillery.
Cows, I heard. Did she say
Yeah,
any other
yeah.
animals?
Cows.
Did you say
No.
something about a
Okay.
distillery?
And just a
That's a
couple.
mayonnaise distillery.
Okay.
You don't need a distillery to make mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise
Just out of
distillery.
curiosity, what's your name?
I'm Ilmamel.
Ilmamel.
Yes, I know it's awkward. Ilmamel. ILMIMEL.
So many.
Ilmamel.
You
Nice to
got
meet
the
you, Ilmamel.
nickname or anything like
Thank
that?
you. You know what? I did. The other
But I
kids called
forgot it.
me just ill for like a year. I didn't
Oh,
like it.
that
and they
sucks.
stopped.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wouldn't use
How
that.
about
Yeah.
Ilma?
She says, and I'm not loving that either.
How about Ilmamel? He's
Mel?
really not that tough.
I like where you're going with that, big guy.
So I say you oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. I guess I'll just roll. See if I
I
Get this
believe
one.
you already have, she says, and she lays down the card that goes with the 7-year-old.
Huh?
No, the 5. Sorry, the 5-year-old.
No, that's a perception roll.
Oh, it was. You do get to
Yeah.
roll then.
Yeah.
Haha.
17.
Ooh. That is rich.
Oh, I know what I was gonna ask. And I say, so how did you learn how to play this game?
My dad and I played this game between 4 o'clock when the milking and the farming was done until bedtime, pretty much.
That's why you're so good, huh?
She gives you a yes, I am good at this type of thing. Care to enrich the pot?
I already put in 5. I think I'm gonna call on that one.
Okay. Roll.
Who would he call?
Ooh. She
like
pulls
it.
up the
How
card,
would
and it's a
Celine's
tie.
response? Call them what?
Ghostbusters.
She
Gonna
pulls
call
up a card, and it's a tie. It's a push, she says, and she takes 5 of her gold and your 5 gold and puts them in a pile in the middle of the table.
What's a push?
We have
Who
to
is
play
she
again.
pushing?
Oh.
Do we
And she
put up
takes
again?
another 5 of her gold and sets it beside and looks at you.
I put another 5 up too.
Okay.
Hey, Ilmo, I
Now
don't
we're really
suppose
going.
you played the dwarf this morning or last night, did you?
The dwarf?
From the
Oh, the
tavern.
cranky guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This morning?
I was curious if that's why he is cranky.
No, no. Although, good job with him, by the way. She says, because you guys did that this morning when she
Yeah.
was there. Okay, roll
Well-
again,
All right.
Jules.
Here we go. 11.
Ooh, not showing much love there.
Nope.
And she takes the top card off. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry, she says. She reaches out. She pulls the 20 gold toward her. Good playing with you, though.
Goes, yeah, well, you enjoy the money because I hope you get to your goal soon. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. And
Just
she
out of
goes,
curiosity, how much do you think you need to get off this island?
probably less than this, she says, looking down at the pile in front of her. But I must say, since I'm here for the day anyway, I might as well make some fun of it.
Yeah, well, make it as
You know-
much as you can. I
Make
always
some
say.
pocket change.
Actually, I give you one little piece of advice, and it's always, why don't you stop while you're ahead and see if you can actually get out of town today?
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean,
That's
you
not a
have
bad
your
idea,
money.
you know? That's not a bad idea. Maybe in a couple hours I'll do that.
Yeah, I would see. How long does it take to get to the mainland?
Oh, it's like an overnight or no, I mean on a boat.
Several
It's actually
days,
still a
like
few
weeks
days.
or
It's
something,
like
isn't it?
not weeks, but multiple days. Like let's call it 3 or 4. It's actually never come up before.
I would I would be interested to see if you left with what you have already. I think you could probably make yourself a good life on the mainland.
Hmm. Yeah, but there's so many people here willing to part with their money, she says, and she has a sly smile.
I'll tell you what.
She's not really
I'll
going
give
anywhere.
you an extra 20 gold if you pack it in for the day.
Roll persuasion. Just Brian.
Uh-oh. I don't know which one of those is first.
Eight,
Bad one.
eight's the
Whoopsie.
first one.
I got 20 gold that says I'm persuasive.
Yeah. Okay, put it on the table.
If you're gonna go. I want to see you make a great life for yourself.
Why don't we play for it? She says.
No, because if we play for it and I lose, then you stay.
That's right.
So we
But if
don't
you
play for it,
win,
you lose 20 gold.
if you win, I'll go.
So I'm gonna move away from the table while she's talking to him, and I'm just gonna like go over and check her out if she's got any like secret things under the table, or because I'm gonna go out of her sight behind her. Try to do it a little stealthily. and
Roll
see if I can
perception.
see.
All right,
Okay.
I'll do it. One sec.
This one's in particular for Jules, actually. For the perception, anyway. Okay,
Oh, if only I had
Jules, you don't
advantage.
see anything. So, Hep, were you saying you would roll? You would play
I
for
rolled.
it?
I played for it.
Cool. She pulls out An 8. And it says, "You play a
Do you,
good game."
well, if you're going to
Yeah,
be
okay.
doing this,
I'll
you-
I'll
do you
pack
think?
it up.
Oh, huh.
She says, and she goes about packing. She puts her cards in her pocket, and she she has a little bag that she uses to carry the gold, and she pops it in there, and she's getting ready to go.
Safe travels.
Everyone, each of you make a perception check now.
Should I make another one?
Yep.
Jesus, I'm not rolling well. 12.
16 for me.
16 is the
And
top. It's not going to do it without. Nope. You guys don't see anything.
she's too good.
She pockets the gold and her cards, and she says, "You've given me a lot to think about," to Hep. And she says, "Maybe it is time to go." And she wanders off.
Can I do an insight check on that statement?
Sure.
I don't think I believe her. Oh, I guess I do. Yep, she seems on the level.
No, you'd think might in fact be the demon Orcus in disguise.
Kill her!
Oh, you wouldn't want to do that to Orcus.
No,
He'd
let's
make
do
lunch out of you guys.
Get one shot.
Better kill
uh,
me. Better kill me in one shot.
Yep.
Better hit me hard.
She wanders off, and at about this time, as she wanders west, out of your line of sight, you start to see smoke rising in that direction.
Oh, did we miss our cue? We were supposed to go over there and check that out.
Were
Got
we supposed to?
distracted.
I didn't realize that.
Okay, let's run over there.
It took an hour to
Okay.
play 3 games of cards.
Yeah. Yep. And to mill about and stuff like that. In general, the way I handle time is it becomes a time, and then if we do something that takes a little while, it becomes like the next time. I can't count the 5 minutes. It's not, or the 15 minutes even. It's hard on the schedule.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Well, I'm
So-
gonna run with my cat speed over to get over there. Where
Okay.
the smoke is.
Yeah, Cassius will be following behind.
I'll meet you there.
I'll be much slower.
Yeah, Celine's just like, no.
So I can use cat speed to make my speed 60. This is only for one round, but I can make my speed 60, and then I can dash another 60, so I can go 120 in a round. And then after that, I just move normal.
Yeah, basically, it's going to get you there a couple rounds before anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, 9.
You get your 18 seconds of fame.
9.
Actually, is it faster to do
Armory.
to rest one and then I can do it again? It's 240 in 3 rounds.
Okay, when you reach the building that is now labeled 9, you realize that it is in fact the town armory that is on fire.
Well, that seems bad. Hopefully there's
Yeah.
nothing too explosive in there.
No, that's where the smith works. And she mainly builds swords and armor and pole arms.
Isn't that Hanan's or Hep's
Mhm.
patron?
Heps. Yes. Hep, you follow a couple rounds behind, but yeah, it's the armory that is on fire right now.
Okay.
Bretham Smith's armory.
Run in.
Okay. Inside the armory,
Mhm.
it's largely full of smoke, and it is difficult to maneuver in. Let me.
Free weapons.
There are, in fact, lots
I
of free
think it
weapons.
might still be robbery.
Is there
And
any signs of life? Screaming, people trying to put out a fire?
there are no screaming. The fire just started a little while ago, so the structure is still mostly stable, but there's smoke billowing out from the windows.
It doesn't look like it's salvageable. Like we can't just stamp it out. It's something that's
No,
already caught the
it's
frame on
beyond
fire.
stamping out. It's like a lot of the inside of the wooden structure is on fire. The front room where like the actual smith part is stone, but there's like a wooden building that's on the back part that is on fire. Interestingly, like the flames at this point are not visible from the outside. Whatever caused the fire was inside.
So it just happened.
Fairly
Recently.
recently.
So gonna run into Brethren's room.
Okay. So when you get into the back area, and I presume, Jules, you're probably there as well because you had a
Yeah.
bit of a head start.
Yeah.
Brethren is on the floor.
Grab her, throw her over my shoulder.
Okay.
Run out.
I'll try and
As
clear the way with
as
some.
when you get close to her, you can tell that something is wrong. She's burned. She's scarred on the face and the front of her body.
Okay.
She's been burned not by the room because the room isn't on fire enough to do this yet, but something has burned her.
Okay.
And you get her outside. And who here has medicine?
Me.
Not me.
Yes.
I do.
I'll say to
I
Hep.
do.
Do you know if she worked in the Comet Matter
Not that
as
you've
a
seen.
material?
That's a nat
No.
20, baby.
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
Natural 20 on the medicine, and you kneel down beside her, and you're like, you look her up and down, and you're just like, there's nothing I can do.
There's one crispy marshmallow right there in front of you.
I'm
Man, with a
sorry, Hep.
nat 20,
She's
there's
gone.
nothing I could do.
With a
She's
natural
dead.
20,
Sorry, y'all.
she is dead.
Oh,
She done died.
And this is Hep's mother.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Hep. I'm sure we can save her tomorrow if we come earlier.
that is
Some
the
consolation.
only consolation of this is that tomorrow I can do
traumatic.
better.
We have
Well,
to
I
not
mean,
get
it's
distracted
true.
and get to the building again.
Interestingly enough, I don't mean to take the attention away from this, but a whole ton of horses burst loose from the
Wait a minute, I didn't
stables
see
at that
anything
time.
build up to this.
And
Yeah,
so you
Hannah is there.
what
Yeah.
you see is when the first thing you see is fire as well, only it's different. You see what looks like a fire elemental in the middle of the stables throwing fire this way and that, and the horses freak out.
How Eldritch blast a little fucker.
Yeah, it goes
Thanks
right
for the
through.
raid.
It like when you're looking at this thing, it is clearly an illusion, right? It's like the structure of
Oh.
the stable is not catching fire or anything. Your blast goes right through it with no interaction.
I
But the
look around
horses
for a
are
caster.
freaked and they bolt and they run out of the building and they're running through town now.
I look around for a caster.
You don't see one.
Well,
Thanks for the
drat.
raid, by the way. Hans Half Elven.
And then we'll go back to the armory. Yeah,
Well,
Hep, what are you gonna do?
Hep is not very happy about this. He didn't really care for his mom, but this is still not a good thing. So, I don't even know what to do. I'm gonna find out who this is tomorrow, and they're gonna have a bad day.
normally with a lot of blacksmith areas, they have a dirt floor. Is there
Hers is
any sort
actually
of
stone. She
stone?
has
Okay.
near the hearth, and the actual area where like forging and hammering and smithing takes place it's a stone room with a stone roof. But behind that is
Where the
the
fire
place where
started.
where she is like storage where she has like Hep, you know this. There's like tons of weapons that are back there that are basically being held for the castle guard or the city guard. As well as that's where the weapons that she builds goes until they're picked up, and it's where she lives and where her space is, and possibly yours as well if you live here, which you might.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So you've got a room back there as well.
Mm.
From
Is
So
there
can-
anything here? Is there anything missing? Anything of particular value or importance? Like with a quick look around.
Hep. That's probably going to be a roll that you're going to have to make to see if you
Right.
recognize anything that's missing.
Anything that I saw when I ran in, I probably wasn't paying too much
Yeah.
attention on my way out. Were you
Go
on
for a
perception?
perception. Yep. 14. You don't see anything missing. The things that you know that she was working on lately, pole arms for the guards, you know, you were pretty sure they were still in there. I mean,
But does
probably
she
on
have any
fire now, but
special
they weren't
weapons?
taken.
Apart from
She,
our own stuff.
yeah, she has her signature sword, but it wouldn't have been somewhere you could have seen it. It would be in her room.
But that, where did we find her?
You found her in the storage room where the weapons are.
Oh,
But the
okay.
weapons were still there.
Weapons still there. The storage room also is where the rear entrance is.
Oh. Has anyone showed up to put this fire out yet?
You start to hear some bustling. You guys saw the smoke really early, but you can hear like the pounding of feet and stuff like that, and there's people calling fire, fire now. So help will be here soon.
I'll move brethren out of the way so that nobody tramples her in their confusion.
Yep.
Yeah,
And there's
not gonna
starting to be
really do
there's a few
anything.
people outside now, but they're definitely the people in the buildings that are right beside this one are the ones that are most freaking out now. They just don't want the fire to spread.
It's too bad we don't have the mayonnaise to put the fire out.
Or 12 gallons of
And we
salt
don't have
water.
that alchemy jug. We could have gotten some water out of that.
Ace,
Is there anywhere that looks like we can get water nearby?
The fountain.
That's not
We
really
have
near.
nothing to
though.
I mean,
carry it.
actually, the fountain is not that much further, not that much closer than the docks, for that matter. I mean, there's a few hundred yards away. There is the ocean.
too far. Ace, Celine, is there anybody in your church that could bring her back?
Um, perhaps one of the more experienced clerics?
Riffin the Pious could almost certainly do it.
Oh, that bitch. Yeah.
This would be a good time to go see what we can get from them.
Yes, I suppose.
All right, so
I'll
if-
pick her up and start walking to the church.
Okay.
if I carry her, can I
Celine
get there
follows,
within a
but
minute?
she's also literally never happy to see Griffin the
Riffin?
Pious. She's like, this
Yep.
motherfucker. And
What was
he's
that,
probably
Jules?
not happy to see her.
If
You're not gonna
I carry her, can I get her there within a minute of the time that from when she died?
You don't know when she died. It was probably more than a minute
Oh, okay.
before you got there.
Because yeah, there's the spell, but that one won't be useful then.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So there are people arriving with water as you're departing. Is anyone going to stick around 9, or are you all pretty much headed over to the temple?
I think Acacius would probably stick around. Simply to see if he could see anyone coming and going. It's probably been far too long since then. but not everyone needs to be going to the temple, and there's still an active scene happening here.
That's true. And Hannon, I missed a detail for you, and I'm sorry about that. But the thing that happened right before the illusory elemental appeared, is Marissa rode up with her watch. And it basically appeared as soon as they entered the stable.
Is that the that's the druid?
Yes, the druid who went on watch at 7 o'clock this morning. She got back afternoon, and this happened immediately
Would
afterward.
Hanan be able to tell if that was her casting a spell?
Hanan, roll Arcana.
Is he still there?
Hanan, are you taking a break or muted? Lack of answer to that implies break.
Or napping.
Or he's prone to falling asleep.
Fair enough.
It would be funny if he just out.
He's still in the chat.
But
so.
he's not home, so I can't see.
Oh right,
So,
yeah.
he's in Arizona.
Yeah. Wow, it's too bad he's wasting this opportunity to be in the right time zone. Anyway,
should we just roll? Okay, I guess he can tell
yeah,
me,
well,
right?
I'll deal with that later. So you guys roll up with Bretham's body at the temple, and as soon as you enter the door, people respond. They're, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and there's like people rushing about, waving their hands in the air, and eventually, Riffin, who was near the dais in the temple, comes out and he's like, "What happened here?"
Fire.
Somebody killed Brethren. It's
No.
not from the fire.
That's
Well,
no
it's from
good,
some
obviously.
fire, just not that one. Wow, very
And
insightful, sir.
yeah, he looks at you all and says like, "Did you get her mixed up in some trouble?"
How about you bring her back and ask her yourself?
We don't know. We just showed up because there was smoke.
Fine, yes. Bretham works with the castle, with the guard. She's important in this town, of course. Of course, we will
Also,
do what we can.
saving a life is important.
You say that, but there's not time to save all the lives. He says in a
Yes, but there
petulant,
is
like,
time to save her life currently.
yes, well, she's important, so of course.
Celine just like grits her teeth.
There are
And
things
Jules-
about this temple you still don't understand, he
Jules
says.
sits there and thinks, "We're probably not important."
So bring
I
her.
suggest we don't die.
Let's not die.
Bring her back this way. Back here.
I follow her.
Then he's like rubbing his hands together and stuff like this. I was not prepared for this today. This will take some time.
Or you.
Yes, that's good. Now, clear the area. I must work. This will take an hour.
Okay, I wait.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the.
Yeah.
Well, we agreed to meet him at 2.
And so the hour would take us to 2.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll wait.
Before then, can Acacius like actively search the entire scene as best as possible?
Yes.
Like taking as much as time as he needs to until he has to leave, kind of thing.
Okay, you're still gonna have to roll investigation, but I'm gonna
Cool.
give it a much lower DC.
Eh.
No, that's good. Yeah, what you get is somebody came in the back entrance. The fire. There's nothing here. There's no like flammable liquid or something like that. There's no burning torch in the corner of the room. Whatever caused the fire isn't here, or it was magical. So that's what you know. That the back door was broken open.
Okay. and there's
probably
nothing
not.
missing from the stock.
I mean, you don't know enough about the stock
Enough
to
about
say
that,
that
yeah.
accurately. There's no
Okay.
like obvious
Except for her
section
sword.
of the room that's like suspiciously empty. I mean, there's stuff all over the place.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, you can't tell if any individual items are missing.
All right.
Sword.
Okay. Are the rest of you waiting with Hep?
I think Celine would go back to help Acacia's.
Okay.
And also to see if her sword is still there.
Right. Okay, so you go into her room and kind of look around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little hot in there to get too far inside still. Now the fire, if you recall correctly, is out by 2 o'clock. So I mean, as far as like going deeper into the house goes, you'd probably want to wait until sometime close to then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my magic, but I don't think there's anything I can do for that. No. No, I got nothing. I
Okay.
will locate object. That'd be helpful.
Yeah. Locate the sword.
It only works if she's familiar with the sword already.
Oh, fair enough.
You could cast it,
Yeah.
but not her. Okay, so the house investigation turns up what was found there, what Acacia's found.
Mm-hmm.
The stable investigation turns up some circumstantial stuff, and I'll say that Hanan spends some time cornering horses and returning them to the stable. An hour later, Riffin comes out, says, "Okay, she's awake. You," and he says, kind of with a chin gesture towards Hep, "Your family. You can talk to her if you want."
Okay. Go in.
Okay, she's in there. She's still crispy, but she seems to be breathing.
Jesus. What a
Doesn't
descriptor.
doesn't look like it was a good day, Brendan.
I've had better.
What happened?
I thought they were just kids breaking into the back of the place, but they're wearing these robes and they had these little guys. They were like only a couple feet tall.
Goblins?
That's what you think. Like you think you're gonna give them a kick, but then holy shit, there's the fire coming out of these guys like you never saw.
Imps.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I never saw them before. But before I knew it, there's fire everywhere. And is the shop still in
No,
one
the
piece?
the shop's burned. I'm sure it'll still be some there. I mean, it's made out of stone, so we're probably gonna be lucky. We can always rebuild it. But
We're gonna need hilts for all those pole arms again. You know
well,
how hard it was to find
we're
50
not.
10-foot sticks.
We're not. And I'll tell you right now
Sometimes you
that
need 11-foot sticks because some things you just don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole.
exactly. So I'll tell you a little thing that you're not going to remember tomorrow. We're in a time loop. This has been
What?
happening every day, and we're going to stop it. But I need you to tell me something I can remind you with tomorrow, so that you'll just take my word for it. So we're ready for those little buggers when they show up. 'Cause I'm not going to let this happen to you again.
You're asking me to tell you something
That
to
I wouldn't
convince me that
know.
that's true tomorrow?
Yes.
Which will be a restart of today. Trust me, it
I-
really is happening.
I don't even believe that today.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I do this tomorrow, you're going to go, huh, that's funny. You shouldn't have known that. But you're just going to need something so that you'll trust me tomorrow because you don't want this to happen again, do you?
No.
And what?
Why-
This isn't the kind of farcical story I would come up with anyways. This is other little kids.
If you have something to tell me tomorrow to prove that this is true, this is what I want you to say to me. You are going to be attacked at noon tomorrow by people who are going to burn down your house.
Fair enough.
And if you tell me that and it happens, I'll believe anything you say.
Fair enough.
I
How
mean,
many were there?
we could also
There was
just say we
two-
heard that somebody was going to attack at this time.
There was 2 small guys. Anybody else?
Two of the robe guys. Two of the small guys.
Hey, were their robes using this symbol? And I ask, who knows the symbol the best? I think it's Celine,
Celine
Well, I-
right?
studied the shit out of it.
Yeah, you draw the
Mhm.
symbol for her.
I think Celine's already redrawn it in her book at this point of the
You do
day.
it every
I'm
day.
sure she has. That makes a lot of sense. I didn't get a good look, but that looks about right to me.
All
Okay.
right, we will get these guys.
We'll get them. Tomorrow's not going to be their lucky day.
You do that.
For Narnia.
Oh god, I smell like smoke.
Kind of look like shit too.
Yeah, well,
Don't you you're a blacksmith. Do you not normally smell like fire?
not from the inside, baby.
Celine
Hep,
has
you're gonna flirt
legitimately
with your
absolutely no
mom.
fucking idea what that means. She's like, what?
That's okay. His mother smells like sushi right now.
Smooth.
And burnt marshmallow.
Mhm.
Get some
Look,
some rest.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Hap,
Mm.
clear the room. I want to talk to Hep for a second.
All right, we leave.
All right, we get out.
I can clear the room with a fart.
Not that way.
Hot on it.
Not required. Just get out.
Hep, you really came through for me today. Thanks for getting me out of there.
I couldn't leave you there.
I like to think I'd have done that for you. But I might not have been around on time, and well, thanks.
I'd like to think my mom would run into a fire for me. Jeez.
It's fine. I'll be there for you when I can. Right? As you've been for me. Just really lucky that today I happen to be right there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be a little closer.
Well, not really luck. It's more we've seen the time loop.
Just know that I appreciate it, and for the rest of your life, I'll remember this.
Well,
I kind of have a feeling that you're going to remember it for about 7 hours.
That's oddly specific.
Like I said, I've lived this day already.
Okay. So, Hannon, I wanted to talk a little bit about the
what you saw
stables.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there was something, the chain of events. I left the detail out the first time, and it's important. So the thing that happened right before the elemental appeared was Marissa returned from her morning watch. Like her and a couple other people that were ranging on the horses who'd left early in the morning returned, and it was basically as soon as they walked in the door to the stables, the illusion happened, and the horses went wild, and I said after that you were kind of helping to track them down and return them to the stables, but it's taking a while. The horses are still running around, and none of the people there seem to be even aware that there was a fire or anything like that. They've all got their hands full with this other job.
Okay.
Just background information. And it's 2:00, and anybody who wants to can head over to the Golden Boot.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we need to do anything with the town? Because like, are they taking care of these fires?
So
Doesn't
the
matter,
fire,
won't matter tomorrow.
yeah. So they get the fire. The fire at the armory is out at about 2:00.
Oh, okay.
So the people that were over there see that there's a fire brigade and everything happens there. The one at the stables was not actually a fire. It looked
Oh,
like there
right.
was a fire elemental there, but there
Oh,
wasn't.
and
And it like Marissa was like freaked out for a while, but she got over it because it was clearly an illusion after the stables didn't burn down. But you can't tell the horses that, and the horses are afraid of fire, and they all bolted.
I was gonna suggest that Hanan check to see if Marissa was the one that cast the spell. But I
Right,
think
you were, yeah. And Hannon, if you want to
Hanan would
roll
have
an
thought of that.
Arcana,
Okay. $21.
ooh, good roll.
Cool.
No, she is completely shocked. She rides in, this elemental appears. She almost gets thrown from her horse. It's so surprising.
Okay.
She definitely didn't cast it.
Do we? So I guess we just stop here and we'll do the 2:00 thing next time.
No
Yeah,
one.
so you guys will meet at the Golden Boot, and Tusker is there, and he says, "Are you ready for a journey on the sea?"
Yes.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick already.
Who lives in a
Aye, that's the
pineapple under the
spirit.
sea?
Of course, I love sea travel.
I hate the ocean.
Then we set
Okay.
sail for the lighthouse.
I hates the sea and everything in it.
Well, yes.
You know a lot. Celine's immediate question is, do you know a lot about fish?
I
Less.
no, not really.
No, nothing about.
Oh.
I know the ones that be tasty and the ones that be not.
Do you know a lot about sea monsters?
Sea monsters.
Oh,
I've
sea monsters.
never fought a kraken, but one day.
You don't want to.
You'll feel it.
Release the
Well, his
kraken.
name would be Phil.
Phil the kraken. I am Phil the kraken.
Oh, that's so
Celine
bad.
looks really disappointed that he doesn't really seem to know much about stuff she wants to like learn about. She's like, ah, fuck.
Yep.
So
And
we
we will call it
know
there
about
as the Golden Boot departs from the docks, headed
Alright.
out to the lighthouse.
Alright.
So
Next time.
there was nobody besides, well, the people we've already discussed. Nobody that possibly looked like they could have been a caster, like casting a spell. I was kind of looking for that.
Right. So you didn't see that. You know that there was somebody being weird around the stables earlier in the morning, and but nothing. You didn't see anything like that or any hide or hair of them at this time.
Okay, so my assumption then is someone set up something pre-programmed or like a trap.
Or maybe next time, just follow, like, keep an eye on that person, make sure they don't, or wherever
I
they
presume
go.
you fill in
I'll go
the
get-
group on
Yeah, I
what happened
told
there.
exactly my observations. Yes.
Then before we adjourn, then let's all roll Arcana.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So good at this ability.
Do I have highest intelligence? That's wild. I'm not used to playing the
Minus
highest intelligence
one.
character.
Makes it a 4.
This is not going well.
That's the 21.
Oh, there's
That's
one.
21.
Celine's good at that.
Celine, like something in what he just said rings true about setting something up. There is a spell that you
trap?
know well, that you don't know personally well, but that you know exists, called programmed illusion.
Ah.
Oh.
Programmed
Okay.
illusion basically lets you create an illusion of, whatever you want and set up an event that will specifically cause it to happen.
Ah, when Marissa got there, it triggered the event. Maybe.
For
The
example.
return of the.
Or like that woman and her wayward husband.
So, I mean, the spell exists. You don't know enough to say that this is what happened, but, Hannon did phrase it in that way, so it's at least feasible.
Yeah. Okay. Celine's
Cool.
will mention that she's not just gonna be like, huh, cool, and then not say anything. So yeah, she's like, there is
Everyone's
a
filled in.
certain spell that could be what we're looking at here.
Power word kill?
Glyph of
Certainly
Warden.
not that one.
Yeah, that takes a while to get to.
No, it's a programmable illusion, I believe is the name.
Programmed illusion.
Programmed illusion.
Indeed.
Thank you,
Wow.
God.
What will they think of next?
Thank you, Sky Voice.
I'm sorry, you spelt that wrong. Yeah.
Spell does not compute.
Yep. But anyway, yes, we'll leave it there. And thanks everyone for playing.
Yep. Thanks
All
everyone
right.
for playing.
Do we need
and-
to do XP or?
We do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
XP. So
This is
anyone in the chat?
for a non-combat one, you guys got a fair bit done actually. So I'm gonna go with 400 on this one.
Okay, cool.
Wait.
100. Now I gotta do
Awesome.
math.
No, you just get 400 in the thing. Hit add.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
why
You just go to manage and
Add XP
XP.
400.
We already know
Coupon.
he's not good at things.
manage XP, and then you just
Woohoo.
type 100 or 400 on the line,
Manage XP.
and then
4
He's the man who
0
fell asleep.
0
apply.
and apply.
And that's not enough.
I
Not-
got it.
Hey, wait a sec.
You got it.
Wazubi, what are you at? Because
I'm at 1850.
okay, so am I. So yeah,
Mhm.
we're at the same. So we need
Yeah,
2,700
I
to
think
get to
Hannon
level
is
4.
the only one that.
Yep.
We need another 850.
So maybe a two.
I
two
need
more
another
sessions.
1050.
Unless we get
Yeah.
a little bit
Well,
more next
Sucks
time.
to be you.
Yeah, shouldn't have been sleeping.
Shouldn't have been sleeping.
Yeah, literally.
Or sick. Or sick as the case may be. Yeah.
I'm getting sick.
Okay, for the chat, the raffle is over. I'll be giving the draw in a couple minutes here after everybody signs out. So just hang on in the chat if you entered the contest.
Cool.
Awesome.
All
Thanks,
right.
everybody.
Catch you later.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
No problem.
Have a great week.
Yes,
Bye.
I'm out.
Bye. Bye. Okay. I'm leaving that. And over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the draw right now. See who wins. There are 3 entries, and I'm picking one right now. It's Romaikun. You got it. You win the prize. I hope you have a Steam account. And I'm just gonna give. So I'll just do a direct message with you to give you a list to pick from. I have a bunch of these, so. Okay, so that's it for just gonna raid somebody and then I'll get back to you Ro. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'm just gonna put an outro screen on while I find somebody to raid. So just hang on just a sec here.